Thursday, April 3rd, 2022. We made it to April. How exciting. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so this is the Sunday messages. These Sunday messages are designed to be positive messages, but occasionally a negative message may come out. So I will give you guys the messages, whether they're good, bad, or ugly. Yep. I'm Jamie Zebra 23, by the way. Yes, I am. This is the Sunday messages, not to be confused with the tarot card of the day. The tarot card of the day is already posted on this channel, Jamie Zebra 23, and on my other channel, Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. I've got a third tarot card channel, Missing in Action Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that would be super duper lovely. Yep. So I do recite the 23rd Psalm 3 times. So if I sound like a broken record, that is why, because I recite it 3 times. Yes, I do. All right, so. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. My eyes are watering. It's super smoky in here, not from the sage, but like from me cooking. I made some steaks, and it got a little smoky in here. So if my eyes look a little red and watery, that's why. Okay, so let's jump right in. I've got a lot of decks. Really, there's been nothing that interesting that happened this week. So yeah, nothing interesting. So I'm not really no tea to give you guys. Nothing really that interesting happened this week. I mean, I don't think it's interesting. Just like a lot of really super hot guys have been hitting on me lately, and it's like, whoa, like that guy's hitting on me. Like, whoa, no freaking way. Like, yeah. Because I would typically have guys like you. As for those of you that are new, I'm single. I'm Jamie Zebra 23, by the way. I am single. I'm not really looking for anything. You know, I'm busy with kids. I own a business. I'm busy, so I'm not really looking for anything. But typically, I've got like 20-something-year-olds hitting on me, and I wouldn't even date a guy that's like a year younger than me. I mean, for those of you out there that want to be cougars, good for you. Me personally, I don't even, that kind of makes me nauseous. Like, maybe because I have a child in their 20s, so, yeah, I like grown men. Grown men, yes. I like grown men. So, yeah. So, normally I get, like, young guys hitting on me, and I don't know. I mean, it's obvious I'm not young. But, yeah. So, like, now that, like, the grown men are hitting on me, like the salt and pepper and like the goatee and the short beard, and I don't know, they look like they work out. I'm just like, whoa, for real? Keep this up and I just might call these people back. All right, let's see. Okay, so that's about it. All right, you guys know I'm goofy and I'm socially awkward. So for those of you that are new and you're like, what is she talking about? If you don't know, you don't know. But I'm socially awkward. When people hit on me, I just start giggling hysterically and I just have to walk away. I've got social issues, I guess. I don't know. But anyway. All right, so for the collective, the Sunday messages to carry over for the week for Sunday April 3rd, 2022. I hope you guys got some good April Fool's pranks in. So let's see. So you've got service. So some of you are doing service to others. You're caring for yourself, your loved ones, others in gratitude. So I feel like people really appreciate you and the things that you do for them. I also feel like with this pregnancy, maybe some of you are caring for children and you kind of have to, it might be a burden to some of you. So you have to, maybe your children are giving you a hard time or something like that, or somebody you're caring for is giving you a hard time. Be thankful that you have them in your life. Be thankful that your parents at all. Be thankful that your parents are even alive for you to care for. That, you know, that your grandparents you're caring for. Be thankful that your grandparents are even here. I don't even want to go there because I don't want to start crying. But yes, but you guys know what I mean. Ooh. So some of you need to be thankful for the people in your life because they may not be for forever, which we know. So it's just sort of like perception. So it's kind of like, at least I had, you know, good memories or good things have happened with this. You know, change the way that you're looking at a situation. Like, instead of being like, oh my gosh, they need my help again, or oh my God, they need something. Oh my God, I gotta go help. Oh, they're bothering me again. Change your perception because you're going to miss them terribly when they're gone. All right, we got to change the subject. Okay. All right, dissipating and victim. Some of you may feel like you're wasting your life away, or somebody's wasting their life away. Somebody might feel like, you know, I didn't get these opportunities, or I never got a chance to showcase this or that. So some of you could be like singers or entertainers, and maybe you didn't get a chance to like live out your life dreams. And maybe you feel like, you know, you're kind of upset with people. Maybe you are caring for others. Maybe that is a part of your life purpose, and you feel like if I wasn't tied down with all of my responsibilities, I could have fulfilled my dreams. If you're going to be looking at things like this, then maybe do something to change your circumstance. Just because there's certain things that you or I would not choose, some people would. So maybe some of you are like, you know what, maybe this whole being a mom or being a dad thing isn't for me. You know what, maybe I'll put my kids up for adoption or in foster care, or give them to their parent, their other parent, or, you know, dump them off at the grandparents' house so I can live my best life, so I can do what I want. Maybe some of you, your goal is finding a woman or finding a man, and maybe you feel like you can't if you got kids in tow. So for some of you, you know, you have, if you're going to be hateful and resent either caring for your loved ones, whether they be your children, your elderly parents, or your disabled parents, or your grandparents, or whomever. Maybe it's a sibling that you're caring for. Maybe it's a spouse you're caring for, and you're like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. Instead of like keeping them in your life and abusing them and victimizing them, maybe you should make other arrangements. Maybe you should. So for some of you, you need to put some things into perspective here, because it's just saying here, some of you are coming, some of you are maybe looking at it like you're a victim of your circumstance, which maybe some of you are, but it's like, what is important to you? So if you're going to live in regret, maybe you shouldn't live in regret. Maybe this woulda, coulda, shoulda, stop that now and do, instead of woulda, coulda, shoulda. So that's for a small few of you. And trust and believe. I know how difficult things can be. As most of you know, I have an adult special needs child, but nothing good is easy, right? So, and you know, why would it be easy? I don't think it's supposed to be. So I'm not, so if this is your story and if this is you, I am not like talking crap. I'm not, you know, some people can do these things and some people cannot. So if you cannot, don't. Okay, so now let's see what else. What else for the collective? For the Sunday messages, okay. Creation and balance. Yeah, somebody's been doing a lot of witchcraft on some of you, and the scales are about to be balanced. Somebody's definitely messed with your head, tried to cause doubt or trouble for you, blocked some blessings, but things are about to be balanced out here. Victims, some of you have been victimized, and now the people who victimized you are about to become victims, and you are set free with the joy card, but also some of you might be taking great pleasure and joy in hearing about all of the negative events that are happening for your enemies. They are not getting away with whatever they've done. Maybe some of you believed that they were, but they are not. They are not getting away with it. So now let's move on to another deck. Yep. Oh, I watched a really good movie on Netflix with Ryan Reynolds. It was about time travel. You guys are looking for a really good movie to watch. Watch that movie. It's really good. Also, Inventing Anna. I was like, I didn't get any sleep. Well, I never get sleep, but I didn't get any sleep because I was like on the edge of my seat, like, now what? What did she do now? What? No way. That is like that. And the fact that it's a true story is what really blows my mind. Like, this chick was wild. Okay, so for the collective, Sunday messages to carry over for the week. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Sunday messages for the collective. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So yeah, some of you are just pure joy, pure happiness. When it says enjoying each other, so this could be you by yourself or in a partnership, but some of you are pure bliss. Some of you have changed your mindset about things. Some of you are just really living in the moment and really living your lives. And then we have the chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. And then we've got camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So for some of you, you've already moved on and you're happy, but there is somebody now that's like reconsidering the relationship. There was a breakup. Maybe you were chasing this person and they didn't want to have anything to do with you back then. Now you've moved on. So now somebody's thinking about how things were and how maybe they appreciate things that how you were now. Maybe back then they didn't, but now they're like, wait a minute. So this person was giving me all their time and attention. This person was 100% for me, on my team, trying to do this, trying to do that, and I threw it away. And now the people I've been with since have just used me, abused me, and really don't give an F about me. Wow, I wish that I could switch things around now. I wish that I would have made different choices. I think I'm going to call this person back and see if they're interested. I feel like they're not because they've moved on. And then we have abundance. Keep a positive mindset and manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. So let's talk about this. So when manifesting, some of you kind of get it confused. So whatever you're thinking about is what you're going to manifest. So if you're thinking about ease and peacefulness and all of these things and financial stability and abundance and success and true love and happy, like whatever it is, and pregnancies and whatever it is that you guys are seeking out, you need to focus on that. I don't want to get hit by a car today. Of course you don't want to get hit by a car, but like, you're kind of like, it's like by you even bringing it up in your head, you're manifesting this. Of course, say your prayers, say, protect me from anything negative that may come my way. Pray for protection, of course, but you don't want to be every 15 minutes thinking that, because that's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting trouble. You're manifesting drama. You're manifesting your brakes going. You're manifesting, some BS. So just don't. Manifest only what you do want. You have to kind of change your mindset. I know I've mentioned this before, but I went to a self-help seminar when I was selling Mary Kay. They had all of us go to this self-help seminar. The guy's name is Larry D. Angie. You can find him on YouTube. I don't know what he's doing these days, but he hasn't posted much. But he's got this book. I forgot the name of it, but I think it's like The Purpose-Driven Life. I believe that's what it's called. But basically he said that, 85% or 95% of our thoughts are negative. We automatically think negatively. So if we go to the grocery store and somebody's looking at us, we're like, oh, they're sizing us up. They think we look bad. They're making fun of us. I mean, for some of you, yeah, it's true. I mean, could be. But for the most part, somebody's probably looking at you because they admire what you're wearing. They like your shoes. There's something positive they're thinking about you. So But automatically our minds go to, oh, you want to fight? Oh, you're looking at me? Oh, you're mean mugging me? Oh, okay. Maybe, but again, sometimes that is true. But if your thoughts are automatically 95% negative, that's pretty much all of your thoughts, right? Oh no, what if, oh, my boss wants to talk to me. It's because they want to fire me. Oh, my coworkers are quiet around me. They must be talking crap about me. You know, it might be true, but like, it might not be true. So if our thoughts are pre-positioned to be that, you know, that percentage, that high, to be negative, then that's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting conflict. You're manifesting drama. As I mentioned, I think it was the Sunday messages last week. Maybe it was or maybe it wasn't. I can't remember. But there's a tarot reader called Spiritual Sag. Why did I just forget the name? But she did a reading, and she was talking about how, you know, if we are all you can't go into a new relationship bringing the baggage from the past. So you can't be like, oh yeah, this next one, I'm not letting them get over on me. I'm going to get them before they get me. I'm not going to call them or text them. I'm not going to give them any piece of my heart because they might hurt me like my ex. Well, then what are you dating for? Then why are you doing that? If you're just going to assume that everybody's going to hurt you, guess what you're manifesting? You're manifesting the repeat. If you're preparing yourself for a battle, you're asking for a battle. If you're preparing yourself for heartbreak, you're manifesting a heartbreak. Of course, still, you know, use common sense. If it walks like a duck, it's a duck. You know, still use discernment, but don't walk into new love and new situations expecting the worst because you're manifesting it. So I just literally had to, that clicked in my head when I heard her saying this, because I do things like that. So maybe I don't do things like that in my day-to-day life, but when it comes to love, I do. So that was just food for thought. So keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. Now let's pull a few more cards. So manifest what you do want. So what else for the collective? A love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So yeah, somebody from your past is about to get in touch with you. I feel like you guys just want something new, happiness, joy, expansion, and abundance. I feel like you guys are over the past and you just want something new, but there's somebody from the past that now sees your value and they're coming back in. And then we have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, meeting, or hesitation. So somebody new is coming in for you guys. So that's somebody new and somebody old is coming in. And then we have palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. You've got someone new coming in that you guys are gonna be with forever. So you got the forever coming your way. Thanks. Not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego, and jealousy. Okay, yikes. So yeah, so for some of you, I feel like this is going back to the ex. I feel like there's an ex that's going to be when you guys turn down your ex, now that they're coming back, I just feel like your ex is in a relationship with somebody already, but they're comparing you to their current. And they see that their current person is the opposite of you. All the things that they didn't want about you, they wish that the person that they were with was just like you. So now they're like, this person's trash. I don't want him. I don't need him. But now they want to get back together with you because now they see that you are the jackpot. But I feel like you guys are already moved on. You don't want anything to do with this person. You're like, I'm over this crap. Like, stay away from me. So this person's going to be really jealous because I feel like some of you are completely single and happy. But I feel like this person, this ex, this person from the past, is when you turn them down, they're going to be like, there's no way you're single and happy. You've got to be seeing someone else. You're seeing someone else, and that's why you don't want to be with me. So I just feel like this person is going to be thinking that, and that's what's going to be weighing heavily on their mind. They're going to be obsessed with this, with thinking who are you with? Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, making memories. They want new memories with you. The same thing just fell in my lap. Somebody's focused on what already happened, and they're focused on getting back together with you and getting you to be the same person. They ruined it. You could never be the same person for them. You could never love them wholeheartedly because they betrayed you. You could never give them that kind of trust again. You'll never be with them like, see they think that, poof, back in my arms again, poof, back to loving me and adoring me again. No, poof, it's over. It's been over. Once there's betrayal, it's very hard to forgive and forget. You know, maybe you can forgive, but can you forget? I don't know. For those of you out there that can, good for you. Now let's do the Kipper deck. For the collective, the Sunday messages for Sunday, April 3rd, 2022 for the collective. What do they need to know? Privileged lady, change, high honor, and unexpected income. Some of you have an inflow of money coming in. I also feel like some of you are moving, a change of address, a relocation is bringing in positive energy. I also feel like you're very well respected. You're honored. You're well respected. You're put on a pedestal. People love you and trust you and want to deal with you. I feel like somebody may be rewarding you. This could be God and the angels, karma rewarding you, but you guys have some really good news coming in. I also feel like some of you may be getting new cars, unexpected income, and toil and labor. Some of you work very, very hard, and that's why you make a lot of money. And then we've got concern, bad health, and thoughts. Some of you may be like getting stressed out. Maybe you're getting anxiety attacks because you are workaholics. Also, some of you, there's a drastic change in your appearance, and people may think you're sick. There may be rumors going around that you're ill. Maybe some of you lost a lot of weight drastically, or you gained a lot of weight drastically. There could be somebody worried about your health because of a drastic change. I feel like for some of you, maybe you're addicted to plastic surgery, and people are like, you need to cool it. And then we got the official person, occupation, and then distant horizon, and then child. Speaking of people who are addicted to plastic surgery, poor Darcy and Stacy. I think I mentioned this before, but I think that they went under the knife again. It's a real slippery slope when you start like messing with your face, and yeah. I think the reason why their face is getting bigger is because they're doing fillers, too much fillers. So I think if they could just stop with the fillers and like let them dissolve. See, the problem with fillers is most of us don't have symmetrical faces. So when you get fillers, they gotta like put more in on one side than the other side. So as it's like coming off the fillers, as you don't know how quick one area is going to dissolve. So one area may look very different than the others, and some people, they don't want to take the time to wait for the fillers to dissolve. So they just keep getting more to make sure everything's symmetrical, and before you know it, your head is this big and you look like Darcy and Stacy. So that's the gigantic heads are not from plastic surgery, that's from filler. But the cross-eyed and the slurring and stuff, that's from the plastic surgery. They may have damaged a nerve, and that's why she's drooping like that. But yeah, I hope they stop it. If some of you are some fanatics, try to just cool it, because that's a slippery slope. Now, we've got official person, occupation, distant horizon, and child. Okay, so somebody could be questioning your occupation. Maybe some of you people think you're exploiting your children in a job that you have, or maybe a job that you have children shouldn't be around for that. Maybe some of you are leaving children home alone while you go to work. Maybe some of you are like, well, I had to go to work. I couldn't miss a day at work, so I left them all at home. Maybe they were walking the freeway. I know somebody who literally did that. They went to work, and then they got a call, and their 3 kids were literally walking the freeway alone, like 3-year-olds, like 3, 4, and a 5-year-old. Yeah, it was bad. So for some of you, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention, because this could be bad. Now let's move on to another deck. I know you guys are like, Jamie, you know some weird people. I don't really know them. They were just, what is it? What do you call it? what's the word? Not friends, but associates. I think there's a better word for that. An associate, I forgot. But not a friend. I don't know these people. I never went to their houses. Don't even know their phone numbers. So yeah. But anyway, let's see. For the collective. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. So if you guys have an idea, you need to act on this because this is going to bring in a lot of money and this is going to bring you to Empress status. And then we have King of Ariel. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success. Using resources wisely. Yeah, you guys are spending your money very, very wisely. You guys are really building. You're maturing. You guys are doing very well for yourself. And then we've got 8 of Gabriel and 5 of Gabriel. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. And then 5 of Gabriel, a challenge you can solve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So yeah, so somebody could be coming. So everything is going great with you with the Empress and then the King of Ariel. Everything is going great. Abundance, good things are happening for you. Life is good, beautiful. Plans are going according to plans. Things are going according to plan, but then you got people here, envious people that want to cause drama and a fight. Do not even converse. Do not respond. Just keep your energy field clean and nice and pure and keep on going. And then we've got Justice, Archangel Raguel. Thank you, Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. So yeah, so the universe is balancing the karmic scales. And then we've got Page of Raphael. New emotional situations. Messages regarding relationships, social invitations, great intuitive insight. So some of you need to pay attention to what the heck is happening and who you're dealing with because not everybody has your best interests at heart. I'm going to talk about something that maybe some of you don't want to hear about. Somebody could be doing sexual magic on you to try to keep you obsessed with them or to keep it so that people they don't want to be around you, they don't get turned on by you so that you can't have relationships. And they could also be trying to mess with your womb, or if you're a man, mess with it being able to, so it'll just go. So just pay attention to who you're messing with because not everybody is mentally stable and they do evil things sometimes. So be careful. If your intuition is telling you don't deal with that person, then do not. All right. So we've got Peace, Archangel Azrael. Thank you, Archangel Azrael. Release the past. There's something more enriching. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. You've got to, in order to get peace, you have to let go of toxicity. You have to let go of the past. Now, 7 of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. And then we have 10 of Michael. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So several cards about the past. Let it go. Ignore people. Get certain people out of your life. And thank God for protecting you from whatever the situation is. There's something so if some of you were kind of worried about something or people were planning and plotting on you, I feel like that's now over. You've won. The universe has spoken. The scales are balanced and fair and just, and you are now free. Do not reopen these doors because the universe cannot guarantee you the same outcome. So do not reopen these doors because you've got some people that have vendettas against you. So it's kind of like, like in the scary movies, how the people run away and then they grab their ankle and then the person kicks and then they break free and then they get away. Please don't go back over there and dangle your ankle so they can grab you and take you under. Please don't. Because the universe is saying if they get you again, we won't be able to save you. You got away by like this much. Run. Run, Forrest. Run. Or they're going to get you. Get away. However that fits in your situation, you got away. Stay away. Don't reopen Pandora's box. Do not go back to the past. Don't go back in the woods where they were chasing you. Why would you get out of the woods and then go back? You already fell. You're already limping. Why would you're not going to get away next time. So it's over. 10. Some of you are seeing 10, 10. If you're seeing the number 10, that means it's over. There's a completion. Something new can happen. Something good can happen. So like in your head, you could be like, hey, universe, when is this thing going to be over? Are they going to leave me alone? Can I rest easy now? If you get a 10, that means it's over. A new beginning, a new cycle is starting. What kind of a cycle is starting? It's up to you what kind of a cycle is starting. Are you going back into the fucking woods? Are you going back in? Are you going back into harm's way? What are you doing? It's up to you what this next cycle is going to be. Hopefully it's a good one, because the universe can't save you next time. They won't. So it's your choice. All right. So now let's move on to this deck. I don't think I used this one yet. Okay. All right. So for the collective Sunday messages to carry over for the week. We got 2 3s here. Yeah, you got a third party. Yeah, sorry guys. Some of you have been so focused on your work, on jobs, that you haven't been focusing on what's going on in your house. Somebody's been cheating on you. There's been a third party going on right under your nose, but you were too busy working. Some of you are creating something. You're creating a company, a business, a masterpiece. You're working on, maybe you're going to school. Somebody has been in a third party relationship for the past 3 months or 3 years or since March. Yep. No, but let me read the cards. Okay. Do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality work, especially creative endeavors. Being well paid for your craft. Working well with others. An excellent reputation. So some of you are working very hard and it's paying off. Now we have the 3 of air, which is the 3 of swords. Great sadness that will heal with time. Let go of the past. Personal growth that comes from challenges. Healing misunderstandings. Being there for those in need. So yeah, so for some of you, there's either a devastation happening. Maybe some of you are grieving. There's some cheating going on. There's an ending, but I just feel like some of you are focused on what you're supposed to be focused on, which is whatever this creative endeavor is, whatever the schooling is. You'll heal. Focus on what's going to be here forever for you, what's the most important, which is your children and your work. The Hermit. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. So you guys are meditating more. You're focused on your spirituality. You're focused on recuperation. That's what I'm getting most of all is recuperation. You guys are recuperating maybe from some trauma. Maybe you're overworked. Maybe you're just taking a break. Whatever this thing is, focus. Focus on you, yourself, and focus on a connection between your 3D self and your 5D self. Your higher self needs to be connected to your heart space so that you can focus on what's important, so you can see clearly. And then we've got the Queen of Water, loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights, caring for others but forgetting to take care of yourself. Trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends. Follow your heart. So yeah, so for some of you, your intuition is telling you something, but you need to trust it. Also, a lot of self-doubt is going on here when you know what you're doing. Also, you guys need to start taking better care of yourself. You have to focus on self-care. So sea salt baths, prayer, meditation, things like that. And then we've got the 8 of fire. Too much is going on, stress caused by many positive opportunities, unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask and business travel. So some of you may be going to, you might be traveling here very, very soon to handle some business. And then we've got the 2 of earth, working too hard, multiple jobs that need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities and balancing the budget. So yeah, a lot of things are happening at once. You guys are being pulled into 100 different directions. You need to plan ahead and you need to plan very well. You need to budget very well. You need to use your time very wisely, but also have time for yourself. And then we've got the 2 of fire, taking the next steps, bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dreams, expanding your plans, continue to move forward. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's some sort of movement, you guys are going somewhere. In the next 2 weeks, I would say 2 to 4 weeks, you guys are going somewhere. I feel like you're handling some business in the next 2 to 4 weeks. You're going somewhere to handle business. And then we have this infinity, and it is gold, so there's never ending money. You are supplied for today, tomorrow, today, and all of your tomorrows. So if you guys are wondering, is this the last bit of money I'm going to get? Is there more where this? Yes, there's a lot more coming. So there's more where that came from, to answer your question, yes. Okay, so now let's do the Loving Words from Jesus Tarot deck. I know so many people are like, I guess the only word I can say is ignorant when it comes to divination, when it comes to spirituality. You know, unless somebody's like legit a Satan worshiper, most spiritual people are we love God. We are very close to God. We wake up every day trying to be the best versions of ourselves, which includes treating others with love and respect, kindness, compassion. That's important to us. And I think some people hear tarot and they're like, oh, Satan worshiping, they don't believe in God. That couldn't be further from the truth. Like I said, most of us that do divination and we're spiritual, we love God. We serve God more than people who go to church. And even if you're a tarot card reader, you may still go to church. But we don't just reserve worshiping for a 20-minute visit to a church. We 24/7. As soon as we wake up, as soon as we go to bed, everything that we do, we're trying to do it in the image of God. So maybe some of you, you're like shocked because maybe you only do this on Sunday, and that's fine too. I'm not judging anybody, but I just always get surprised when people are like, oh my God, Jamie, you're like a little bit fanatical. I'm not fanatical. I think I'm just doing my very best because, until you've been completely alone and you've had nobody and nothing and God is all you've had, I don't think you can really get the gist of what God can do. I've seen it for me. I've seen it for the people I love. My grandmother instilled it in me, and I just have faith. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into this, but it's like all of you think about it. When was there a time when things where they didn't turn out okay? And what I mean by that is think about like your roughest times. Did things turn out okay? Do you think that was just dumb luck? Or do you think it was God and the angels? I know it's God and the angels. So I know that when I've been, down and out, it's the last second. It's the last second. The last minute. God stepped in and saved me every time. So I can't help it to not have, I have to have faith. Because I know it's real. So yeah, so anytime you guys hear about somebody who's spiritual, instead of being like, oh, they must be an atheist, because Satan worshipers are honest. They'll tell you, hey, listen, I'm a Satan worshiper. They'll be honest. They got nothing. They got no shame in their game. They are happy to admit. And for those of us that do believe in God, we're happy to admit. So there is no. I wonder. I think we all admit like what we're into. But anyway, so for the collective, Sunday messages for the collective, loving words from Jesus. For the Sunday messages for Sunday, April 3rd, 2022. What messages from Spirit? Okay. So this is the first one at the bottom of the deck. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. So for some of you, God and the angels, Jesus Christ, they're commending you. on your works, on the things you do, on your faith, on being a good human, on doing your very, very best. Matthew chapter 25, verse 21. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. So some of you are walking the walk, talking the talk. You're doing your best, and that's what counts. And then we have, come unto me, all that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So basically, throw your burdens upon God and the angels, Jesus Christ, and God and the angels, Spirit, Jesus Christ will give you rest. And I know some of you are like, well, how does that work? Well, try it. Talk to God. Say, God, you know what? I am so burdened. I'm at the end of my rope. I don't think that there's much more than I can handle. I need relief. Please help me. These are my problems. I'm throwing my burdens onto you right now. Please, I need your help. Help me. Help me to get a good night's rest. And please, God, when I wake up, please help to lift these burdens off of me. Try it. I dare you. Try it. Even if you guys think what I'm telling you is a joke and she believes in imaginary things, try it. Please. Prove it wrong. Try it. Try to prove it wrong. You're going to see it's real. I don't remember what I was watching, but it was talking about some guy that was like an atheist in prison, I believe. And people kept trying to preach to him, and he's like, it's a joke. You guys believe in imaginary things. Just come off of it. Come on now. You guys are dumb. You believe in like the Easter Bunny too. This guy decided to like kind of make a joke of it and debunk it. He said as soon as he started praying, he felt the Holy Spirit so strong, and he just started repenting because he realized at that moment that it was true. And I know there's some people that go, well, if God was real, God would try to prove it to me. Why would God have to prove anything to you? God created you and me and everything else. God created the planet, the world. God created the galaxies and there's so many things that we don't even know exist, and we'll never know because our brains are just so tiny and so small that we couldn't even handle it. We couldn't even handle it. So why would the person who made the sun, the moon, the stars, and everything else created lungs so that you could breathe air so that you could live? Why does he have to come and knock on your shoulder and prove himself? I mean, wow. Narcissism, yeah. So, but anyway, so what I'm challenging anybody who doesn't believe, talk to God. Talk to this, if you think it's an imaginary person, I'll prove it. Like, prove it. Try to talk to, what do you have to lose if it's not real? Try it. Okay, so now we have, be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. So for some of you, by having faith and by believing, it has made you whole. If you've had a hole in your heart, this will make you whole. This will fill in the hole. Be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. By you believing and having faith, that has changed the outcome to many, many obstacles that could have gone really bad for you. Matthew chapter 9, verse 22. Now we have, seek and you shall find. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Seek out God. Seek out Jesus Christ. Seek it out, and you will see. Seek and you shall find. I don't know, but I feel like this excitement coming over me right now, because I feel like some of you that are watching this that maybe didn't believe, you're going to test this out, and I feel like it's going to change your life. I feel it. I can feel it. I don't know if any of you can feel the energy of this, but I just feel like a positivity. Like I felt it throughout this whole video, but I just feel it even stronger right now. Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. So ask for what you want. I know some people think that, God wants you, so God does want us all to be humble. But does that mean we can't have anything? Does that mean that we can't have our dreams come true? Does that mean that we have to be broke? Does that mean we have to live in a tent under the bridge in order to be a faithful servant? No. God wants us to have abundance and happiness and the things that we want, but doesn't want that to be your identity. You know, God doesn't want your things, your material items to be your identity. So you can ask for the things you want. Let's say, you know, you've worked hard and you can pay your bills and, you know, maybe you want a nice trip. You know, maybe, you know, you want a material, maybe you want a new house, maybe you want new furniture. There's nothing wrong with asking for those things. Of course, ask for the most important things first, but if you have everything that you need and you just want a little bit more, you're allowed to have that as well. Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. John chapter 16, verse 24. And then we have, let your heart not be troubled, neither let it be afraid. John chapter 14, verse 27. So if you guys are fearful of something or you're worried, again, with the throw your burdens upon God, let your heart not be troubled, neither let it be afraid. If you are troubled, talk to God and ask for God to lift the burden. If you are afraid, ask for God to lift the burden. Some of you are like going through divorces, I feel like, or breakups, and you're like, I don't know who I am without this person. I love this person. Please, God, remove the wedge or whatever this trouble is. Ask. That's something to ask for. I would do it. I feel like some of you, your spouses are not being nice to you. Your partners are being downright mean to you. So if this is not a breakup, I feel like they're like literally being mean to you. Ask for God to make them stop, to be nice to you. Forgive and you shall be forgiven. Luke chapter 6, verse 37. Is there somebody that you guys need to forgive? Because, and again, I want to clarify forgiveness. So you can forgive somebody and not hold a grudge against them and to release that burden from yourself. But you can also choose to not deal with this person anymore either. So for some of you, there's somebody that you're like, nope, I'm not forgiving them. I wish bad on them and I hate their guts and they ruined me and rah, rah, rah. Okay, those are your feelings and they're valid. But you need to forgive. If you can't forgive on your own, ask for God to open up your heart so that you can forgive. And again, this is not saying, oh, I forgive you and thank you for hurting me and continue to do it. No, you have to forgive. And if somebody would have told me this, like about the forgiveness stuff, if somebody would have told me this like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I would have been like, oh, F you. I'm not forgiving that sucker for what he did to me. Oh, hell no. Because I wasn't ready yet. And it's okay if you're not ready yet. But if you're not ready, ask for God to help you. I actually did Reiki videos for forgiveness. And it kind of removed that block from me. And I was able to start forgiving people after that. So you might want to incorporate some Reiki into this. There's free Reiki videos all over YouTube. Okay. Peace be unto you as my Father has sent me. So it's saying if you guys asked for God, the angels, Jesus to come help you, it's saying peace be unto you as my Father has sent me. So it's saying that the message was sent, delivered, and there's a response. There's help coming. So it's kind of like 911. So you talk to God and the angels, you talk to Jesus, whoever you talk to, and it's basically like a 911 call. Please help, SOS. Help is coming. Chill, help is coming. It's okay, but again, I've said this to you guys so many times. Sometimes the help doesn't come within 5 seconds. Sometimes there's certain things that need to occur first in order for these good things to happen. So be patient. Peace be unto you as my Father has sent me. John chapter 20, verse 21. So I just feel like for some of you, yes, help is coming. It may not be coming as quickly as you'd like, but it's on its way. All right, so let's move on to the tarot cards. I kind of want to use the shadow. I'm going to use the shadow ones, and then I'll move on to the tarot cards. So I think it's probably going to be more than an hour. All right. So these are the archetype cards. So it's shadow attributes, and then light attribute. So we all have a shadow side to us. So I know a lot of you are new to my channel, or you've never heard of the things that I'm talking about, but some of you have, of course. So so we all have a shadow side, all of us. So let's say, I don't know how to explain this without being inappropriate. So let's say you love sex. Let's say you love it. It's one thing if you're like, getting all freaky and wild and trying out new things with like your significant other or your husband or your wife. That's one thing. But that can go to an extreme and become a shadow attribute if you're doing it with anybody and everybody, doing dangerous things, like having unprotected sex with everybody and their mama. Like, let's say that you're like a man on the down low. Let's say you got a wife and kids and you're going out and you're having unprotected with everybody. That's a shadow attribute. Fine, like sex. Fine, like your cake. Fine, like it. But are you being dangerous? Are you being being unfaithful? Is there infidelity? That's a shadow side. That's a shadow attribute. So a light attribute might be like, hey, guess what? I like this, that, and the third. Can you go buy it? And like that. Whatever anybody's doing, it's fine as long as it's, you're not putting other people in harm's way and you're not being a fanatic about it, as long as it's not unhealthy. So there could be light attributes in a lot of things, or dark. So let's say you're into health and fitness. If you're starving yourself, that's the shadow side of it. If you're, being healthy in a balanced way, that's a light attribute. So basically it's an extreme, healthy and unhealthy is basically what it is. So let's see. So this could be about you or someone that you're inquiring about. So for the collective, Sunday messages to carry over for the week. Sunday messages for the collective. So in the reverse is the shadow attribute. Upright is the light attribute. So far we have, this is good. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is thief. Light attribute sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. So some of you're focused on, you're innovative, you're creative, you know that you can get ahead, you have everything that you need to get ahead inside you. You've got good business sense. You're a born entrepreneur. Maybe, you've learned a lot of skills. Maybe you grew up in a slick household and you're using that for positivity though, to try to get ahead in business, fortune, whatever it is. You're a good businessman or woman. But now the shadow attribute for this, which is not what this is. Shadow attribute is stealing money, stealing creative ideas or affection or others' powers you think you lack. So some of you're doing it the right way. Now we have hero and heroine. Light attribute, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So this is good. So maybe some of you are focused on self-help. You're focused on being the best version of yourself. You're focused on self-discovery. Maybe you're focused on helping others discover who they are. And then we have the shadow attribute, escapism, false sense of heroism. So maybe some of you create drama for others and then you pretend to be helping. Escapism could be, literal heroin, drugs, alcohol, anything that's low vibrational. But this was in the upright, so you guys are doing it the right way. And then we have companion, upright, so it's light attribute. These are your strengths. Loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So you guys are equal give and take. You're truly giving love and receiving love. You're giving it and you're receiving it. It's balanced. So if this was in the reverse, it would be betrayal by misusing confidences and losses of personal identity. So maybe some of you would be energy vampires if you were doing it the wrong way. And then we've got child or orphan, light attribute. Independence based on learning to go it alone. Conquering the fear of surviving. So maybe some of you grew up a little bit like me or worse, where you literally, it was fight or flight. It was like you had to figure out to be independent. You had to figure out ways to survive. So for some of you, that's a light attribute because It taught you independence based on learning to go it alone and conquering the fear of surviving. So some of you, no matter what, you know you'll be fine. Some of you, you just know it. So maybe some of you, if you think like me, so for me, like, so I don't do this anymore, but I used to. Like, so I'd be like, well, if I'm ever homeless, I can always do this, and then I can make shift that, and then I can MacGyver this, and then I can, you know, convert this into like an RV or a van, or I can make this work, and I can rig this up if this was ever to be my life. Oh yeah, and then if I ever got hungry, I could just go to a Mexican restaurant, order a water, and tell them I'm looking at the menu, and then I can eat the chips, and then I wouldn't starve. Like, for those of you that never, like, have been in survival mode, you have no idea what I'm talking about. It sounds nuts to you, but for those of you that understand, if you know, you know. So that is actually a strength, to know that no matter what, you can survive. No matter if you're living under a bridge or you're living in a mansion, you can survive. You have survival skills that many do not have. So I consider that a light attribute, and I guess so do these cards. Some people think it's trauma bonding, or it's you know, living off of trauma, but this is a light attribute. But then the shadow attribute is feelings of abandonment that stifle maturity, seeking an appropriate surrogate family. So some of you, maybe you need like this group that I joined. This it's like it's called Dude, Let Me Find Out You're Dating My Boyfriend, or something like that. I'm telling you guys, almost none of the posts are about men. It's always, I need a best friend. I need someone to hang out with me. I'm all alone. I need a friend. I need a best friend. Please hang out with me. Please come over. Please, please. These people have no idea who they're talking to. They don't know each other. This is like a page on Facebook. None of these people know each other in real life. They're legit giving out their addresses, legit giving everything out. Feelings of abandonment that stifle maturity. Seeking inappropriate surrogate families. That's inappropriate. Like, that's desperation. That's something's wrong. That's inappropriate. It's not healthy, and in fact, downright dangerous. Whoa. Like, it makes my skin crawl, because I'm like, what the hell? This is either sex trafficking, or these are some people who really need some help. And I'm not bashing them. I'm just like, these people really need some help. Like, to just be like having internet strangers that you've never spoken to, just anybody in the whole world, just come to my house. Anybody. Like, what the hell? So that would be a shadow attribute. And then we have athlete, light attribute. So it's in the upright. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. And then the shadow attribute is misuse of athletic abilities for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. So, you know, could be, like I said, eating disorders, could be getting steroids, could be in performance-enhancing drugs, could be, this might be offensive, so this is not my intention. Like, I don't know what it's like, so I can't really, I don't know. But it's like that, I think it was like the swim team, the trans, I don't know the right word. I think transvestite is the wrong word. I think that's the bad, I think it's a derogatory term. So is it trans person? So this man who wants to be a woman, who's like really muscular and stuff, won the championship against the athletes that were not as strong because they're born women, and ended up winning it. So is that like, is that misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends? So I don't know. It could be, could not be. I don't know. This is not my life. I don't know. But just from a physical standpoint, it might not be fair. So that's like putting a man in the boxing ring with a woman. I'm not saying that women are not strong, but it's just maybe not fair. But I don't know. Like, you guys know that I'm pro LGBTQ community. You guys know I have been from the start, and I will always be. My oldest brother that passed away from a drug overdose, he was a homosexual. I advocate for the LGBT community, so I'm not saying anything negative about that, but I just think maybe it's a little bit of an unfair advantage, but what do I know? I'm just Jamie Zebra 23, and again, I've never been in that position, so I really don't have room to speak on it, but yeah. All inclusive over here. Everybody's welcome on my channel. All right, so, and then also I don't want to be, something card just wanted to come out. Mediator. 2 cards wanted to come out. Okay. Mediator. Light attribute. Gifts for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of the argument. How ironic. So it's saying that for some of you, that's your light attribute. And then we've got exorcist. Light attribute. Freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. Yeah, so maybe some of you, you're working on an addiction, you're working on low vibrational stuff, and you're freeing yourselves. Also, some of you could be spiritualists. Maybe you help cleanse people. Maybe you teach them how to clean themselves. Yeah. So now let's move on to the tarot cards. I'm just really happy that, like, I don't have to be the judge of anything, because I'm more of like a participation trophy type of person. Like, I want to see everybody win. Like, when there's when my exes that I'm not into sports, when my exes were, so I would like watch games with them, and then they'd be like, which team are you? I'm like, I'm rooting for both teams. I want them both to win. Can there just be like down the middle, they both won, and my ex would be like, what are you talking about? That's just crazy talk. But yeah, because I was thinking, like, these people have kids, they've got spouses, and I just wanted them to, to go home and like be like, I won, and their kids be happy, and their families be happy, and they be happy, and I just wanted both sides to win. So I'm glad that, like, I don't have to be judge of anybody winning or losing, but for me, I just want everybody to be happy and everybody to get what they want. And yes, I know the world does not work that way, but I somewhat wish it did. Mommy cat, what are you doing? I think she just sneezed. She was rolling around in the streets with her tomcats again. This time it was 2 black ones, so I guess the next litter, they're gonna all be all black again. So far there's been 1 litter of just 8 black kittens. They were just so beautiful, I wanted to keep all 8. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay, let's see. So for the collective, Sunday messages to carry over for the week, Sunday, April 3rd, 2022. Assured success. You guys are leaving something behind and you are focused on your success and your well-being. There could also be some travel plans coming up. Maybe you guys canceled something and now you're revisiting it. I also feel like you guys are going to get a call from a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. This could be in regards to a school, schooling, a student, a child, or business. Okay, also there could be a romantic situation coming up with a fire sign, a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Big emphasis on Leo, big emphasis on Gemini, big emphasis on Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I also feel like somebody is partnering up with a fire sign. Let's see why. There is a black cat here, so that's usually an indicator of witches. Maybe to take down an empress. So somebody could be in cahoots trying to figure out how they can take down an empress. I also feel like there is a fire sign man or a woman angry because they found out that their partner has had a child with someone else. There could also be a crooked Libra involved, maybe a Libra lying and saying that they're pregnant, but they're not, or saying somebody's the father and they are not. Now we got the Judgment card here. So yeah, somebody's not telling the truth. We got the Five of Pentacles, so somebody could be paying child support on a kid that's not even theirs, or pitching in on something that maybe there is not even a pregnancy. Also, there's a Virgo that's focused on your finances and ruining your finances. The Eight of Wands. Somebody from the past is coming in quick. Could be a Virgo, could be a Sagittarius, or Aries, or a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Yeah, they're coming in next 3 days, 3 to 9 days. Also, some of you, you're going to be traveling, going on a trip in the next 3 weeks to 3 months. I also see that some of you need to get your car fixed within the next 3 days. Also, some of you may have some financial issues coming up. You need to save your money. There's also 2 offers coming in. One from a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, and one from a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. The Death card is, oh, okay, we got the 4. Ooh. Somebody's being released from jail. It could be a Sagittarius. Be careful. They want to cause you trouble. Yep, violence, the Knight of Swords. They want to, if you're a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, this person wants to come bring, the Sagittarius wants to come bring violence to you. They're getting out of jail, or they're getting out of hiding, or they're crossing the border. Be careful. There's an Aries that's in cahoots with them to hurt you. There's also a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius that wants to get together with you, either date you or get back together with you. There is an Aries that's watching some of you, or someone's watching an Aries. Keep in mind, these energies could be vice versa. So if I'm saying a scenario and you're like, no, Jamie, it's the opposite, then for you it is the opposite. Okay, yeah, there's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that wants to travel to you, travel with you, be with you, want to have a family with you, want to, maybe they want to secure the bag. They're sending energy. They're sending either like Reiki to you or some sort of energetic interference to you to try to make you think of them, make you want to reach out to them. Or, yeah, to hold on to you, to make you, to stop you from moving on. Four Pentacles. Somebody also wants you to have money problems. I also feel like there's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or someone who's scared of the competition. They want to maybe make you less desirable. They're hoping, they're wishing for, yep, black magic. Yeah, they're trying to make it so that you're not so magnetic, so that people don't want to look at you, see you, talk to you. Yep, they're jealous. They're very, very jealous. Yikes, collective. And then we got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they want people to not want to be around you, not talk to you, not deal with you. They want all that to, like, they just want you to basically be invisible. All right, if you guys have ordered a $10 one question, one answer via email only or a same-day reading, and you've not heard from me within about 45 minutes, feel free to email me to let me know so I can hurry up and answer your questions, hurry up and do your readings. Also, the reading special is still going on for a few more hours on jamiezebra23.com. Just keep in mind, reading specials are done in 3 to 5 days after purchase. They're $25. If you don't want to wait that long, you can always order a same-day reading, which is done the same day. I also have 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot and Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment. That would be super duper lovely. Also, I've got 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot, Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that'd be super duper lovely. Also, I'm available 365 days a year, 7 days a week. That includes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all holidays, every day. Yep. Jamiezebra23.com to talk for now. Love you long time.